Yo, what's up? This your boy JohnOllie with this week's rant. And with no further delay, let's jump right into it. Where the fuck is Steven Seagal at these days? I hate seeing people come to the gym in their fucking plain street clothes. Who the fuck works out in street clothes? That's got to be the nastiest shit because you have to turn around and leave with those same nasty ass, sweaty, stinky, ball sack written clothes you just wore. No matter what negative thoughts I had about Ronald Reagan, I want to say rest in peace to his wife, Nancy Reagan. She seemed like a nice lady. Why the fuck is everything being done in miniseries these days? All these fucking TV shows are doing so many miniseries. Miniseries are everywhere these days. What the fuck is up with that? Is Chris Brown's voice ever gonna catch up to his fucking age and body? This nigga still sound like he's fucking 12. His voice is too high and annoying to me, man. He is not a good singer. Great fucking dancer, but a horrible singer. Why are the 2016 Jordans just the same version of the 2013 Jordans? And you niggas are running out there paying all that money for them shits? Y'all niggas are dumb. And Michael Jordan, man, you a fucking jerk. You ever notice in a movie when a man and a woman are getting naked and the woman is taking off her clothes, she always go ahead and she covers up her titties? That's not real. In real life, if a man and a woman are getting ready to have sex, the last thing she gonna do is cover up her titties. Even if she just met the dude. If she just met the dude and you taking off your clothes in front of him, you already a fucking freak, so you shouldn't be covering up your titties. It is not realistic for a woman to take off her clothes in front of a man that she's about to have sex with and cover her titties. Actresses that do that, that shit is not real. Be real. Be in the moment. Let your titties hang. I know there's other people around and they're recording and shit, but 9 times out of 10 you have pasties over them. So they don't get to see the areola and the nipple. So what the fuck are you covering up for? It's just fleshy meat on the side. Come on. Do your due diligence. Let the titties hang. Speaking of titties, I love to see women out in the street when they breastfeed and pull their titty out. I just wanted to say that because I just like looking at titties. When people text you and they put LOL or LMAO or ROFL in the text, do they really be rolling on the floor or laughing out loud or laughing my ass off? I don't think so. Niggas, stop being fake. If you're not laughing out loud, don't put LOL. You're lying. What you're doing is lying out loud. Fuck is up with Tiger Woods these days? Is that nigga even still a golfer? He been real low key, hasn't he? Somewhere probably fucking with some more white bitches. Candace Patton can get it. Where the fuck is Todd One at? How about Dr. Dre, the DJ that used to be with Ed Lover? What the fuck is Lil Zane doing? Remember Lil Zane? Fuck is that nigga doing these days? I feel that people who put those dark screens over their computer screen when they outside or in public, they doing that because they're looking at porn out in the street. And they don't want you to know. Kudos to you niggas who look at porn in the street. That's bold. So Burger King is now selling hot dogs. And how stupid does that sound? It's called Burger King. That means you're the king of burgers. Fuck y'all need hot dogs for? I don't get it. That's like Baskin and Robbins ice cream selling hamburgers. It makes no sense. A lot of people always say Nas' Illmatic is his best album. And I would have to agree. It probably is his best album. But all those people out there that are Nas or hip-hop fans, can you tell me, what do you think is his second best album? I know mine. I think Life is Good is his second best album. But I want to hear from you. What's your favorite Nas album after Illmatic? Or if you didn't like Illmatic, what's your favorite Nas album? I know I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I am by far one of the hottest MCs that is not known. Speaking of hot MCs, your man LL Cool J got online and declared that he's one of the greatest ever to touch a mic. What are your thoughts on that? Do you feel LL is warranted to say this? I'll tell you my opinion. Fuck yeah. He didn't say he was the greatest. Well, he did say he's the greatest of all time, GOAT. Yeah. But this particular time, he said he's one of the best to ever touch a mic. And I would fucking agree. LL's longevity in this business, LL's track record as far as putting out albums, yeah, a few platinum joints. He's sold out tours. He's transitioned into acting. He's won awards. He's, in my book, every battle he had, he took care of business. Why wouldn't he be considered one of the greatest to ever touch a mic? Your thoughts? You know Donald Trump is a dickhead when people in his own Republican Party are fighting against him being the front runner for presidential candidate. That should tell middle America something. Now, I know those people that are rallying behind him are probably not fans of mine, so they're not watching this video. But I have to say this, middle America. If someone's brother tells you that their brother is a jerk and an asshole, would you still date that person? Exactly. If his own party doesn't want him, why would you? And I just seen one of the debates where he is on the fucking, in a debate, and they're talking about penis size. Do you want your fucking president in meetings with other country leaders and his vocabulary is that of a 5th grader? Oh, you don't want to give us the oil? Forget it. I don't care. Forget you. Nah, 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 nah. That's Donald Trump. This motherfucking small hand, possibly small dick motherfucker is who you, middle America, or in the South, have been rallying behind. Stop it. Please stop it. Because we don't need that. I'm trying to get this Canadian citizenship so I can get the fuck up out of here. Say what you want about Bugsy Siegel's personal life and what he did for a living. That motherfucker was a visionary. If it wasn't for Bugsy Siegel, it would be no Las Vegas that you know of today. Because of him. It was his ass that stood out in the middle of the desert and said, you know what? I'm going to put a casino out here. This would be great. Of course he did it because they wanted to get away from the law and Vegas had rules where they could do whatever the fuck they wanted. But he did it. And look at Las Vegas today. Now, of course, you know the story of Bugsy Siegel. He shelled a lot of money into that motherfucking hotel. And of course, it cost him his life. But again, he was a visionary. So, big up to Bugsy Siegel. Because niggas is having a fun time in Vegas. All because of you. Call me paranoid, but every time I'm driving on the highway and I see a Walmart truck, nigga, I move over. How do you pronounce this? ZZYZX. I'll give you a minute. Anybody? Anybody? You know there's a street or an exit on the 15 highway going to Vegas named that. I can't even pronounce the fucking name of it, but that's what it is. It's ZZYZX. How the fuck do you pronounce that? And what lazy motherfucker came up with that idea to name a street and an exit ZZYZX? Please tell me how to fucking say that. Shout out to my 2 ovations this week. Mr. Patrick Smalls, thank you for all your interesting comments last week on Chris Rock. And Mr. J. Martinez, please keep watching, y'all guys. I appreciate all the love in the comments, man. And those 2 are this week's JohnOllie's ovations. And finally, UFC fights. Oh, Lord. Your man Conor McGregor took a L. After all that shit he talked to Nick Diaz, went in there and got choked the fuck out. Damn shame. What I will give kudos to him, though, is, unlike Ronda Rousey, that nigga was in the club the next day partying like whatever. But that could be a little deflection. But the bottom line is, the nigga took an L. A bad L. And he was talking shit. Sometimes motherfuckers need to be humbled. And with that being said, Holly Holmes took a loss. She is now considered the Buster Douglas of UFC fighting. This bitch beat Ronda Rousey, turn around, and the next fight, she loses. You ain't no real champ. You ain't no real champ. But I'm not a big fan of UFC. I think that shit is extremely brutal. Coming where I come from, I've seen niggas in the street get their ass beat so bad, stuff like that, that it turns me off. So I'm not a big fan of seeing people get punched in the face and nose bleeding and broken and all that shit. I'm not a fan of UFC. But I do watch SportsCenter and keep up with whatever's happening. But yeah, you know, next time be humble when you talk some shit, Conor. And, you know, this way, like Martin said in his stand-up, you ain't say you was gonna win. Hey, been this week's Rant with your boy JohnOllie. Make sure you don't do something, say something, or let me see something to end your ass up on this list next week. Let me shout out all the people on Facebook that helped me with these rants. Please keep the ideas coming. I appreciate if y'all would share, like, and comment on this video. It helps a brother out. Also, there's a link down below to connect to my Gecko brother page. I have t-shirts and we have CDs and all that stuff. And if you happen to be in Vegas anytime within the next few months, we're performing in Vegas at the Westgate Hotel. So check us out there. What else I want to say? Oh, with that being said, don't be smart, be genius, and always, always, always stay Gecko.
Hey, what's up? It's JohnOllie. And if you like what you just saw, then all you have to do is subscribe by pressing the button that's right over my head. And if you want to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, bang, they're right there. Alright? And if you want to see more of my vlog videos, bam, they're right there. Other than that, y'all have a good day. And I thank y'all so much for watching. The General has spoken.
Kate told me to do this.
Hey guys, I'm Kate, and I'm the one that told him to do this. Aren't you glad?